In a rain-soaked showcase on international soil, the number 22 Iowa State Cyclones earned a hard-fought 24-21 victory over the number 17 Kansas State Wildcats in the Aer Lingus College Football Classic at Dublin's Aviva Stadium, a matchup that added dramatic new chapter to the century-old Farmageddon rivalry. The game began under heavy Irish skies, and the conditions immediately became part of the story: slick turf, wet footballs, and misting rain that made even routine plays unpredictable. Early on, Iowa State set the tone when quarterback Rocco Becht showed poise beyond his years, connecting with Dominic Overby for a first-quarter touchdown that put the Cyclones on the board. Kansas State responded quickly, with Avery Johnson driving his offense downfield and eventually finding Jayce Brown on a 37-yard strike, showcasing the Wildcats' explosiveness despite the slippery field. Throughout the first half, both teams traded momentum in fits and starts, with muffed punts, fumbles, and short drives caused by the poor weather turning field position into a critical factor. Coming out of halftime tied up, and with both fan bases, thousands of them having traveled across the Atlantic, roaring in the stands, Iowa State leaned again on Becht, who delivered a perfectly placed touchdown pass to Brett Eskildsen in the third quarter. The Wildcats weren't done, though, as Johnson unleashed one of the night's biggest highlights, a 65-yard bomb to Jerand that electrified the Kansas State sideline and knotted the score once more. But Becht had answers all evening, and his confidence never wavered. Early in the fourth quarter, he kept the ball himself on a designed run, powering through the defense for a 7-yard rushing touchdown that gave Iowa State the edge. The drama built to a climax in the final minutes when, protecting a slim lead, the Cyclones faced a critical 4th and 3 deep in Kansas State territory. Rather than settle for a field goal attempt in the swirling rain, head coach Matt Campbell put the game in his quarterback's hands, and Becht delivered, firing a clutch completion to Carson Hansen that allowed Iowa State to run down the clock and all but seal the victory. Kansas State's attempts to mount one last drive fell short, undone by both the weather and the pressure of Iowa State's defense, and when the final whistle blew, the Cyclones had secured not just a season-opening win but also their third consecutive triumph in one of college football's most enduring rivalries, played annually since 1917, for Becht, who finished with 2 touchdown passes, a rushing score, and several critical third and fourth down conversions. It was a breakout performance that will be remembered not only for the stats, but for the composure he showed in an environment as unique and challenging as Dublin. For Iowa State, it was proof that they could handle adversity-hostile conditions and a ranked opponent on a global stage, while Kansas State was left to wonder how turnovers, missed opportunities, and the wet, Irish weather turned a winnable opener into a frustrating loss. In the end, the game had everything: history, rivalry, weather, drama, explosive plays, and clutch execution, the perfect recipe for a 5-minute highlight reel and a reminder of why college football, whether played in the Midwest or across the ocean, never fails to deliver unforgettable theater.